Shalom, Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And you see what I'm about to go into in this video, right? This lesson. This was Monday where you had anti-Israel protesters fly Hezbollah flag while chanting "Death to America," and that seems to be the trend. You know, here in Babylon the Great, people are tired. People are fed up. Every other day, every other week, there's a protest. There's, you know, uproars of the people. There's, violence. There's crime. There's judgment. And this is because Babylon the Great is on his way out, man. There's no hope for Babylon, and people know this. They've come to the realization that Babylon the Great America is just a scam. There's no life here. There's no livelihood here. There's no happiness here. Only people that think that are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's in your damn stupor. Right? But these other countries, they know the fate of America. They know the future of America, which is destruction, man. And you go along to get along. You Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I've seen numerous videos with you Israelites being partakers in this Palestine Israel battle, man. Which this shit has nothing to do with you. Neither side gives a damn about you, man. You look real ignorant out there fighting with Palestine when you niggas get shot dead, put to death daily, and nobody marches for you. Right? Nobody protests for you. Nobody raises awareness for you except what? Your own people, man. But you would rather skip over your own people to fight for these heathen nations, man, because they are heathens, man. And guess what? The Lord doesn't care about these nations, man. He only cares about the nation of Israel, man, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? Let me get one real quick, man. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel." The children of Israel, all the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. What did the Lord say? "Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying." So who came out of Egypt? Who did Moses in Egypt say to the Pharaoh, "Let my people go"? He was talking about his people. He was talking about the nation of Israel. Right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? It says, "Against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth." So this is the Lord saying this, man. The Lord said, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities." That's why you catch the most hell here in America and all throughout the earth. This is why everybody hates you. This is why you're being shot dead. You're being wrongfully imprisoned for the most part, right? This is why nobody gives a damn about you, but you want to care about everybody else. This is why you make the least at your job and do the most work. This is why you the first hired, the first fired, last hired. This is why all these things happening to you. This is why you live in the worst conditions. right? This is why you trim your ways to seek love. This is why you don't have a seat in the UN. Nobody to fight for you. Nobody to speak up for you. Right? This is why everybody will use you and throw you away once they finish with you. This is why, man. Because of your sins. And you're the only ones that can sin because you're the only ones that were given the law, man. These other nations, they weren't given the law. So when you follow behind them and you be for their cause, you're going against your power, man. Because this is all due to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that this is happening. What do you think? That's going on over there in Israel and Iran, between Israel and Iran and the US, Taiwan, China, all that. You think that is not of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? That's because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to destroy these nations for your sake. Nigga. But now these other nations, they feeling it, man. Now everybody's supposed to, attend to their cause, man. Everybody's supposed to feel sorry for them. To hell with these other nations, man. We have no part in your affliction, your protest, your what you're going through, man. Point blank, period. We have no part in that. We don't give a damn. But this is a sign of the people in mourning because they're seeing that, America is a no-go. This is Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are the people rejoicing now? No. Everybody's in a sorrowful state, man. A lamentive state. Everybody. Right? But the children of Israel have been in a sorrowful, lamented state for the longest, and nobody gave a damn. But now that these other nations are in this bond, now that they feeling the heat, now everybody's coming to the aid of these fucking Palestinians, man. Which they ain't even the real Philistines. Because the real Philistines, that's where you get Palestine from, the Philistines. The real Philistines are Hamites, man. The so-called Africans. Right? It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And you can see what you're going to see in this video. You can decipher who's in power, the righteous or the wicked. Because this is not a sign of rejoicing. This is a sign of mourning, man. Right? That's what it is. It's a sign of mourning. So, without any further ado, let's play this, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing to elect be edified. Shalom.
Our Fox and Friends with this. This is unbelievable. Anti-Israeli protesters find the Hezbollah flag in front of the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, the terroristic flag located in Lebanon. They're chanting also death to America in a few languages while marching through the streets of various cities in America.
Protesters jamming up traffic for hours on the Brooklyn Bridge, some even burning the American flag. Look at that.
Meanwhile, on the other coast in San Francisco, 38 activists were arrested after shutting down the Golden Gate Bridge for almost 5 hours. Another group blocked several sections of the freeway around the Bay Area, brought the city to a grind.
And in Chicago, travelers heading to O'Hare International Airport were forced to drag their luggage down the highway after protesters completely blocked access to main terminal. 54 people were arrested there.
It's unbelievable that this is allowed to happen. I mean, this is a day also. It's not even a day in which, you could say that there was a bombing of of relief workers in Gaza. This is a day in which 24 hours prior, the country of Israel was under attack and was taken out and blocked, most of those missiles and rockets, by fellow Arab nations led primarily by Israel itself, also about 80. And then you have Jordan and Saudi Arabia also playing a predominant role. As well, Egypt could have even played a role. But yet here in America, somebody's paying all these 20-something-year-olds to take the pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas, pro-Hezbollah side, which is insane if you know the ethics and the values that don't exist in their organizations and in their countries, even for Iran.
Why?
What are they?
And you see it, man. People are in the uproar, man. People are going, crazy. Right? You in America, you more than likely live in America, but yet you burning the American flag. This place is through, man. People hate it here. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. So you have them burning flags, stopping traffic on the bridge, halting traffic, all types of things going on, man. And it's going to increase and it's going to get more and more physical. You had all these arrests, but what they did, they just locked them up, took their names, and let them go, man. Right? They're not finna do that. They're not finna hold those people in jail over a protest, man. They just got them out the way for a minute to have traffic, continue, and then they let them out. Right? But this is what we got. This is Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage? So who do you have raging? These heathens. Right? And the people imagine a vain thing. Because these nations, they imagine that only the Israelites, only you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to be doing this. Right? Because you at the bottom. You're hated. You have nothing. That's vain for them to think that because, listen, look what's happening. This is showing you that none of these other nations of any relevance to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord does not care about these nations, man. This is why they're in a rage. Right? Then you have them small hats over there trying to sacrifice 2 heifers, man, 2 red heifers. It didn't even work. To bring the peace. Ain't gonna be no peace, man. What did the Lord say? There's no peace to the wicked. And you nations, you are considered the wicked as well, man. Because you joined hand in hand with Esau, Edom to help destroy the Israelites. Spiritually, mentally, physically, man. Right? I see a lot of just this week alone, I've seen a lot of our people, with these damn Muslim raps, man. Dressing like Muslims around a city. I've seen a lot of that this week. But you ain't no damn Muslim, man. You an Israelite. Our people are through and gone, man. You supporting these nations that don't support you. You caring about these nations that don't give a damn about you. Right? These nations help destroy our people, man. And you fighting with them? The Lord got something for you, 2/3 of you niggas.
Even thinking.
Why yesterday? It was tax day, and they did this in honor of tax day. These pro-Palestinian protesters in these cities disrupting the economic logistical hubs in hopes of sending a monetary message across our country. That's why Senators Marsha Blackburn and Tom Tillis have introduced this law to make it a federal crime to purposely obstruct public roads and highways. It's called the Safe and Open Streets Act.
Good for them. And we're going to talk to Speaker Mike Johnson about that coming up. What's interesting, though, is, and I think one of those screens shows the Golden Gate Bridge. 5 hours. They sat there for 5 hours and the cops just looked at them. It is ridiculous. If somebody is blocking a road, just imagine, okay, there's the Golden Gate Bridge. Complete ground to a halt for 5 hours. How many people were in ambulances who had to go through areas where these
Or go to
people
work or pick up their kids.
Right. How many people on the pro-Palestinian side missed meetings or flights, and they are angry at what happened? They can understand it, but at the same time, it kind of backfired for people like that. So it took 5 hours to get them off the bridge. Meanwhile, down in Florida, by contrast, Florida traffic was stopped 15 minutes in downtown Tampa.
So sad.
Yeah, I know it. In Miami, some protesters were dragged off the streets by cops. On X, people in Florida said people who block traffic should be arrested. And also on X, somebody said, this is why Jesus.
And all of this that they're doing, they really believe that this is going to stop. This is not going to stop. This is going to get worse. Right? This is going to get worse. Because it is the Most High's will to destroy America, right? And all of these kingdoms, man. Whether you be China, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Iran, it don't matter. The Lord is going to destroy all you nations, man. Right? But this is what you have. This is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And this is the Lord visiting the world, man. Putting the spirit on these people to uprise, man. Right? These are the signs you see, or the signs you use to measure the time. Because we at the time of the end. Right? It says, therefore, when thou seest, Salakia, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Right? So that's what you see. There are many earthquakes that they're not reporting. You know, we just had one in New York, 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago. Right? And that thing shook up a lot of people, man. They were in fear. And they don't have to be huge 7.8 point magnitude earthquakes. These earthquakes all over, man, that they're not reporting. Verse 4, it says, then, meaning the Lord said, when you shall see uproars of the people and earthquakes, right, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man. Right? So these things are spoken of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua from the beginning. And they're not going to quit, man. This is going to be a recurring thing. Right? Let's go.
Jesus invented tasers.
So I got a message.
Florida knows how to do it.
I got a message from a friend yesterday. He's a broker in Lower Manhattan, a Democrat, one of the people that said he would never vote for Donald Trump. And he texted me yesterday, and he said it was a college-age girl, and she said to him, all Jews should die. Guys, this is not the first protest where we've seen this. There were pro-Hamas flags right after the October 7th attack, and we know this because I went down there and covered it. They have been very clear on what they believe. Now, there is a segment of the people, the organizers are all pro-Hamas, but there are some kids there that are anti-American. They have been indoctrinated by the college professors. And I'm wondering, where are the parents that are paying for these? Do you know what your kids are doing out here? They don't like the country anymore. They hate Jews. There has to be a standard in America.
Then you have Simple Jake on this podium just agreeing, don't know a damn thing. He just want to run his stupid mouth. Ignorant, man.
And Brian, from my perspective, we're just itching for an attack. We have homegrown people that hate our country, and we're allowing them to be embedded within the program.
I want to hear these guys debriefed. I want to find out who's paying them. Obviously, they have no jobs. They're not in school. and they can feel as though they can block these roadways at 12. They're organizing. They have this chants. We saw in Chicago, they were going over how to say these chants in Farsi. So how you could ever take Iran's side in America when they've been the enemy of this country since 1979. The people of Iran hate their government, yet we like the Iranian government.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I mean,
So there you have it, man. This is the state of America. Right? This is the state of America. Burning the flag. Show, because everything is spiritual, man. This place is going to be burned with fire from the Lord. And you people playing around. But like I said earlier, the Lord doesn't give a damn about these nations, man. You can uprise and you can protest and say death to America. That's true. Death is going to come to America. But you right along with it. Right? This is Isaiah 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing. Right? So you nations are nothing in the sight of the Lord. It says, and are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. Yeah, you were made, you were a vain thing that was made. That the Lord is going to get rid of, man. Right? That the Lord is going to get rid of. Because you got to go. You helped destroy the Lord's chosen people. You helped destroy the Most High's chosen people, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushah's chosen people. So you got to go, man. Right? But the good news is, once our kingdom is established, y'all gonna get y'all parts of y'all land to dwell, but you still gonna be subservient under the Israelites, man. Except the nation of Edom. You are going to be eradicated. There's not going to be seen any of you devils in our kingdom, man, after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man. And you can get mad. The Lord said it. The Bible says it. Right? Let's get one more. This Jeremiah 46. Because the Lord with all this going on, the Lord is in control of it all, man. And the Lord said this about his people. This is Jeremiah 46 and 28. It says, fear not thou, O Jacob, my servant. Jacob is the Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, saith the Lord, for I am with thee, for I will make a full end of all the nations. Right? So the Lord's going to make a full end of them, man. It says, for I will make a full end of all the nations, whether I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee. What does he mean by that? Because he has a remnant. Right? The elect number, 144,000, 1/3, man. It says, but correct thee in measure. Yeah, that's the state we're in now. We're being corrected. We're being made, fine gold, man. We're being refined. This is the refining process, man. It says, but correct thee in measure, yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished, man. So, hey, the Lord, his whole purpose is to make a full end. One of his purposes is to make a full end of all these nations, whether he have scattered us. And we are scattered. The Israelites are scattered under all nations, man. Everywhere you go, there are Israelites. Everywhere. And they're hated. Right? They're hated, man. So these nations, they got nothing good to look forward to. Like I said, death to America, but it's also going to mean death to all you nations who are over us at this moment, along with these devils, right? So, continue your protest. I love it, man. Right? Continue doing what you're doing, man. Because we know that the more these things ramp up and the more these things go down, That's the end of this kingdom, which ushers in our kingdom, man. So, I just wanted to touch on this. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, willing, elect was other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rukar for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Hey, until the next lesson. Hey, Shalom.